Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Mimi Sinclair. Today we're going to do a tutorial on these cute little sippy cups. These are some gifts that you can do with or without a cutter, just having the right material. So come on, let's get with me and do this tutorial. You're going to need some gloves. And of course, you're going to need some mixing cups and a stirring stick. You're going to need some paint. And we're going to introduce you to this triple thick. Yes, y'all, get into this triple thick, baby. So, when you're doing your cute little cups, you can add that extra layer of protection so that the letters are not coming off. Your sippy cup. We're going to need some vinyl. You're going to need some transfer tape. Some creativity too, y'all. Now, come on now. We're going to need some paint tape. So, here's my sippy cup. So, and of course, y'all know I love Dollar Tree. So, I thought of some projects that I can do with you that are cost efficient, that will, some stuff that you can do last minute for your friends, for your family, just as a gift. So with this sippy cup, you want to make sure that we keep those breathing holes good. So you're going to have to take that out, and we're going to put some cotton. You can either put cotton or paper towel down in it to actually cover those holes, because we don't want to clog those with either the paint, nor do you want to clog it with that triple thick. That triple thick is really, really thick. So after we get those all covered, you want to cover up the mouthpiece, those little holes. I usually just put a little piece of the paint tape in that, just to cover it so the paint doesn't get down in those little holes. Yep, so we're just doing some prep work now. So after we get everything prepped up, we can get our paint ready and get that baby sprayed. Yeah, stick it on in there, Mimi, so you won't get any paint in those holes. Yep. Like so. She did that. Uh-huh. Your tumbler. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it. Yes, baby. Get that paint ready. You want to make sure you shake it up really, really good, because if it's not good, it's going to come out thick. It's going to kink. And here is my tumbler already painted, and my lid that I've already painted. So now we can get everything set up. I've already cut out my label that I want to put on the tumbler. I'm actually doing this for my grandbaby, just something for her to have when she's here with me and we going out, and I just want her to be over the top like me. So, if you look, I've only applied like one coat of paint to the tumbler because I didn't want it to be too bold. But if you really, really want that bold look, the heavier the paint is, the bolder the look is. And sometimes I will take my tumblers, the ones that I sell, I normally take them and prime them with the white first, because if you put the white on it first, then the paint will give you more of a popping color. So like if I'm going to do this in chrome, for instance, I would paint it white first and then go over with my chrome paint. And there is some chrome paint that you can use that will give you a chrome look. So, it's just all within your crafty paints and whatever. So now what I'm applying is the actual, because I did her some bubble letters, or whatever you call them. I don't think you call them bubble letters, but so I'm applying this first layer. And you want to make sure that your tumbler is flat, because if it's flat and you can lay it down, you'll see how easy it is for me to apply the decal to it. And you don't have to worry about it being crooked because the cup is straight, and then you can hold it on and roll it and get it on really good. So if you have an issue with like pulling your transfer tape off of it, I always use my weed tool, and just find me a nice little area and pull. And you want, as you're pulling, you want to make sure that you're holding your image down, or you making sure that your image is already secure onto the tumbler or onto whatever object you're doing. This vinyl here, and of course, like I said, I'm testing y'all with this Dollar Tree vinyl. Dollar Tree is your go-to for these quick projects, and honey, they have it in all shades and colors. It just depends on where you go. And it worked really, really well. I didn't have any issues with it. I've shown you projects that I've done with this Dollar Tree vinyl, and it worked good. It worked just like that other Caesar vinyl. I've not found any that you can use as far as your heat or whatnot, but right now they just have the outdoor vinyl. So yeah, check them out. And you see, as I go, I'm pressing down my image so that it does not come up. So yep, so once you get that transfer tape off, you want to go back and make sure that it's good and smooth, because if it's not good and smooth, it's going to be a harder process once you start adding the triple thick. Or and the reason why I did these with triple thick, or the reason why I do them with triple thick, is because my spinner, if I put it on the tumbler spinner, it's a longer process. With the triple thick has the same drying time, 24 hours, but that tumbler, that hole will not fit on my turner. And I have the 6-point turner. But it's just a longer process. And this is easier, this is quicker. And trust me, if you're doing something and you really, really don't, that epoxy is expensive. So, this triple thick, I think I may have paid maybe $8 for it at Hobby Lobby. And Hobby Lobby is my place. It's a Christian environment, so I can go in there and give me a little bit of church while I'm in there. But anyway, so I'm adding that second layer. I don't think I did a really good pick with my colors. I did want her to, I made her that little leopard type bib. So I really wanted a cup to match it. So I don't know if it's the font or if it was the colors, or if I should have maybe done something totally different. But this was my creative mind and my creative idea. So, but yeah. So after I get this image on, this decal on the top, I'll show you how it look. And I think, like I say, I have a drop down box. Give me some comments. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, hit that button. I have some other projects coming up. I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how you can freehand cut and make some bibs. The holidays are coming up. We got some other stuff coming up. And hey, like I said, baby, it's room for all of us on the top. So yeah, so go on and subscribe and ring that bell. When you're applying that second level of vinyl, you have to really be careful. And I'm doing it the hard way. Easier, I could have just taken it off and double applied it and applied it all at one time. But I like to make sure that my stuff is right. So, but yep, you have to be careful. Make sure that all those letters are. Girl, eyes getting bad. Have to have some extra light over there. Yes, sir. But yep, then I like to take my weeding tool and just go back and just apply that extra pressure to make sure that it's down good. Okay, so now you want to go through and just make sure that you have everything smooth. You see, there she goes. And I think that's going to look really, really good with her, with the bib that I've done. for her. Of course, I told y'all we were starting the Coco Kalani line, and that's my infant line, and I've not been able to actually show you a lot of the stuff that I have because we sell it so quick, thank God. So now we're going to add the triple thick. So what I've done is I found a PCP piping, and I just cut it down to where it will stand and it will hold my tumblers. And I think Mimi just going through here and putting some heat. Yeah, I add a little bit of heat to it to make sure that the tumbler is completely dry. Now these, once you spray them, and it depends on how thick you spray it. So I only spray this with one level so I can do this do this tutorial. But you want to spray it at least twice, and you want to make sure that your paint is completely dry. So let it sit for maybe an hour or so. So with this triple thick, I always make sure that when you open it, you want to mix it. Oh yeah, I spilled some stuff, but anyway, you want to make sure that you mix it really, really well, because you want to mix it to make sure that it's not lumpy, it's not thick, and like I don't use epoxy. I don't use this triple thick all the time. So I just want to make sure that everything is mixed really, really well. It's not lumpy. It's not starting to harden, because this is actually just a clear coating. So mix it really, really well. And it's a thick material. You want to, what I do is I'll apply this, and then I will let it sit for about 4 hours, and then I'll go back and add a second coating just in case I've missed some spots or whatever. But this right here is just to protect your paint and your label. So like if you're doing your cups and you're doing not tumblers but the little plastic drinking cups or whatever, and you're applying the vinyl to it so that it does not peel, this triple thick is giving you an extra protection layer so your clients can put the cups in the dryer so that they can wash their dishes with Clorox. So all this is doing is just adding an extra layer of protection to your images that you put on your cups. Now, you can even do this with or without a cutter. Say you found some really, really cute decals that you like. You can go and find your decals and put your decals on whatever. Apply this triple thick to it, baby, and hold on, wait a minute. Then you have your own tumbler, your own little crafty. Like I told you, it's room at the top for all of us. And this is one of the things that you can do as a little hobby, without, like I said, without a cutting machine. If you found some places like, and I've gone into places like Walmart, Marshalls, Ross, those kind of places, and they have the cute little stickers, the sticker paper. You can get you a blank tumbler, apply your stickers to your tumbler, add this triple thick on top of it, and bam, there you go. Hey, it's all in the creativity. So let me get back to that. So once you have applied your triple thick, like I said, I put it on the top, on the bottom, because this is something, you don't want it to chip, you don't want it to fade, and you want it to hold that image on there, and it's just a layer of protection. And it's non-toxic. So I know y'all saying, oh Lord, she doing that and got to give it to a baby. No, it's non-toxic, so you don't have to worry about once you see I've done the lid, you don't have to worry about any of that absorbing, coming off, or any of that. And some of my tumblers that I've done, people have asked not to do the lid, and I get that. I get that because, hey, they may say it's non-toxic, and they may come back 10 years later and say, well, it is toxic. And hey, so it's all in reading your product and knowing what you're using. Okay, so I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to show y'all my finished project. So even if it looks white and really, really thick, it does not matter because all of that's going to dry and it's going to be a clear coating. So I can't wait till I can learn how to work my camera. But you can see some of that thickness, that thick white around in there. Just as long as your strokes that you apply are smooth, then you won't have to worry about any of that showing. Yep, you want it to be really, really thick, and you can, just sometimes I'll go through and get some of the excess waste off of it. But yep, there you go. And I don't believe in wasting nothing, y'all. So we can take this triple thick and we're gonna put it back in that container. We're gonna close it back up. Yeah, you do. You want to let these sit for 24 hours. And 24 hours is a good drying time. Sometimes I will take, it just depends on if it's something that I'm trying to rush in the last minute. I am so bad at procrastinating and doing stuff at the last minute. So I will take my heat dryer and prop my heat dryer up to hit it so that it will dry faster, because even with this and epoxy, heat is what's going to help it dry and help it dry faster. Or I'll just leave it up under the light and let the room temp light add the quick drying time. Okay, so now you see I've applied the triple thick, and it's thick, it's white. It looked like it's, really, really white, but you don't have to worry about that. Like I said, that's going to dry clear. So, yeah. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. So there you go. Now you have your nice and shiny tumbler, and you can put whatever you want on these things. Yes, I love it. I love it. Thank you for watching. I want you to go on and subscribe. Hit that button. Ring that bell. You can always find us on Google at Creative